What I have here is a bottle for nasal irrigation. I really don't feel like putting this up, it's quite messy and just not sexy in general, but it is just brilliant. For 3 months I had sinus headaches every day, and I was taking painkillers and I was okay, you know, you take a few tablets, goes away, that's fine, but after a couple of months and it's not getting better, you start wondering what the hell's going on and when will this stop, and the doctors as usual cannot help you with anything. Do have faith in doctors, but not complete, absolute complete faith, because that's unscientific. Right, so I did some research on the net about sinuses and all that sort of things, all that sort of stuff, and came up with some search results about nasal irrigation. So I looked more into it, and basically you just wash out the inside of your nose and it gets your sinuses clean and everything. Very next day after I first used this, no more headaches, and that was probably about a month or two ago. So I'll explain later what you do basically is you get this, which is from a pharmacy as a pack. This is just basically salt and a baking soda, and this is boiled water, and this bottle has a straw going from the tip here where the opening is right down to the bottom, so as you squeeze, the stuff from the bottom gets pushed up, so all the water can get pushed up whilst the bottle is pointing upwards. And it has to be boiled water to get rid of the bacteria, which in an extremely, like 1 in a million case, can really be bad. Like you can get an infection and possibly die. So just boil the water just to be sure and let it cool down. So that's what I've done here. And here we go, you basically just stick this in one side of your nose and squeeze it, and a mess comes out the other side. Let's just make sure this is nice and tight. Okay. And there's different ways of closing off different things in there. You can let it all come out one side of your nose or your mouth as well. As I said, not pretty, but wonderful. Damn. The salt sort of matches the salinity of your cells, so it doesn't actually hurt as it would if you just snorted up normal water. It's pretty uncomfortable having water in your nose, I suppose. And after that you can actually blow out a lot of the stuff from your nose because it's all just been loosened up and moistened as well. Yeah, I was going to do it, but I thought it's the video, let's not. If you've watched this far, chances are you're not having your lunch at the same time anyway, so. And in addition to actually stopping my headaches, The hay fever, which I normally have, seems to have pretty much gone down to an absolute minimum, because what seems to happen is the pollen and or cat hair or whatever you're allergic to that's in your nose gets washed out. So, and also the medication, if you spray it into your nose as well, it's more effective. Don't look not pretty, but yeah. I highly recommend this. As messy and as, you know, effed up this shit is, well, it really gets rid of headaches and things like that real good. So if you're having constantly sinus headaches, please, I beg of you, look it up online. Go to your pharmacy and ask for nasal irrigation, and you know, it may just change your life. I mean, I know 3 months of headaches really gets in your nerves, and I know a lot of people get constant migraines and things, and if it's because of sinuses, I cannot recommend this highly enough. Please try it. Even if you don't have any headaches, like I said, even hay fever, it helps, or just in general, like a couple of minutes after, you know, my head gets back to normal, that's just going to be so much easier to breathe.